Thank you for tuning in to the Island Treasures podcast. We value the insights shared by our guests and host, but it's important to note that their personal experiences are intended to inform and encourage, and not to replace professional, legal, or medical advice. With that, we are ready for today's exciting episode. Hi there, I'm Alison Banshee, host of the Island Treasures podcast, and I want to share a short story with you. It's composed of this year's podcast titles. Here goes. In a quaint town known for its tight-knit community, the heartwarming stories of caregivers were nothing short of extraordinary. These stories provided true expressions of love through caregiving. One of the town's cherished residents found her calling in caregiving. After retiring from a long corporate career, she discovered caregiving unveiled purpose for an encore career. This new chapter in her life brought fulfillment and a joy she'd never anticipated. Her journey was further enriched by getting curious with Teepa Snow, and she learned innovative, positive approaches to care from Teepa. Among the many inspirational tales in this town was Sharon's son's story, caregiver to advocate. Sharon's son had cared for his mom through her illness, and it was because of the lessons he learned that he became a powerful advocate for other caregivers, and he wanted to ensure that no caregiver felt alone in their caregiving journey. He joined others around town who were tapping into communication and positive activity. As caregivers, they were finding ways to connect and support one another, especially for difficult times, like when the town's cherished resident found her world turned upside down. But through resilience and growing support of others in town, she managed to navigate her difficult challenges. These stories of perseverance and adaptation were shared over coffee, and soon support groups began to form, creating a network of understanding and camaraderie for caregivers. One of the most inspiring townspeople was named Mary, and she possessed a caregiver's vision to create a one-stop shop for caregivers. Her dream materialized into a community center that offered resources, workshops, and a place for caregivers to recharge, connect, and to vent. Mary's Center thrived on the principle that lived experience nets empowering resources for caregivers. By sharing personal stories and experiences, caregivers found strength, encouragement, and solutions. At Mary's Center, they talked about many topics, including music, specifically how music is a bridge for caregivers and their loved ones. Weekly music therapy sessions at the center allowed caregivers and their loved ones to participate together, bringing joy and relief to many. Other topics included the need to have courageous conversations, and this type of conversation quickly became known as the must-have talk for caregivers. By having the talk, folks were encouraged to help prepare new caregivers for the road ahead. With all this honest caregiver wisdom, it was apparent that navigating the messy middle of caregiving was often challenging. Thankfully, with this newly developed support system, they found ways to manage the complexities and demands placed upon them. And yet, their journeys were not without roadblocks and signposts for caregivers. Fortunately, each obstacle was met with determination, and from their collective wisdom, potential setbacks were turned into opportunities for growth and learning. Through these interconnected tales from the Island Treasures podcast in 2024, the town's caregivers painted a vivid picture of compassion, resilience, and unwavering support, creating a legacy of love and dedication that would inspire generations to come. Thank you for joining me today, and all the best in 2025. Take care.